Hi there, obedient person. This year for the holidays, you'll get to enjoy some special restrictions to help you replace the Christmas spirit with the spirit of communism. And you can do all your holiday shopping nationally with Amazon, as all local businesses have been exterminated. But in reality, you probably don't have any more money left to tithe to Amazon, as we've helped you achieve poverty/social equality. So instead of exchanging gifts, exchange glances of hunger pains with your loved ones, because you don't have money to buy food either. Ooh, looks like you'll need more government because of what the government did to you, so you can have some government handouts. Be sure to keep voting communism/blue in the next election so we can continue protecting you from what we're doing to you. In exchange for your vote, we'll let you think your vote counts. Hey kids, you're in luck, because the world's most trusted doctor has personally given Santa the shot. So if you don't get any presents, it's either because Santa's having an adverse reaction, or it's because your parents were obedient enough to protect your family from income this year.
Well, I hope everyone is enjoying their socialism, distancing, and equality. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. This is Bureaucratic of WeAreChange.org. A ton of very important issues to get into today, especially with a lot of the fear-mongering, news surrounding this mutant strain coming now out of South Africa, the United Kingdom, and yes, even Nigeria. What's going on here? It's confusing. We're going to explain it to you in this video, as well as a lot of other important information, such as how a very bad person who is responsible for the involuntary extermination of many innocent people in the Middle East is literally volunteering himself to lead an effort pushing a rushed experimental jab on humanity, all of course for the benefit of your personal health. Now, I'm sorry here, but for a very long time since I could remember from the beginning of my life, and especially studying and understanding history, never has government given a goddamn about your personal health and well-being or your children's welfare or economic betterment. But now, magically, everything has changed, and they do? I'm sorry here. I'm a bit skeptical, to say the least. Now, before we begin, the video that we started this broadcast with is by Awaken with JP. It's only a short excerpt of his full video, which of course will be linked down in the description below. And along with him, I hope you guys are enjoying the holiday spirits with your Christmas lights don't hang themselves t-shirts, and enjoying time with your family members away from the propaganda and disinformation. We've already seen Dr. Fauci, Gretchen Whitmer, and now NORAD exploit Santa Claus to push their political agenda onto you with now supposed new live video tracking elements of Santa Claus wearing a face mask setting off from the North Pole. Where was NORAD during 9/11? That's a whole nother question. I'm not going to even get into that one. They sure know where Santa Claus is, but couldn't find 4 planes in 2 hours. Anyway, I digress. There's so many important issues going on right now, and it's incredible that the University of Michigan is on top of all of it and being proactive about the most important issue of them all, and banning words like picnic, brown bag, and blacklist because they offended some people. Yes, nothing says progress like banning words because someone got butthurt. Thankfully, we have American universities that are financed by our tax dollars, sometimes foreign investors like China, that are making sure our young children are safe from hearing sounds. Should I even say it? Should I? Well, I'm going to take those picnic, brown bag, and blacklist. But not all is lost, as it looks like I might even get my Christmas wish, and there might even potentially be a government shutdown. As of course, there's a big debate going on in the U.S. House of Representatives about the latest spending bill, which, as you know, Donald Trump said he would veto if Americans didn't receive $2,000 and if the wasteful, bloating spending was eviscerated from the bill. And can you guess what happened? The wasteful, bloating spending's still in there, and the bill's now just a lot bigger, as we said it would with $2,000. The GOP is blocking that, which could potentially lead to a full government shutdown, which please happen, because the best and most effective government is the non-existent one. And yeah, that's according to my opinion. but also looks like the opinion of many individuals out there after a new poll came out showing that most Americans favor a free market economy, something that of course we don't have. We have socialism for the super rich. If we had a free market economy, we wouldn't have Google, Amazon, Walmart, and other giants destroying every living, amazing, beautiful thing in this world. Again, important, just my opinion there. Also, it came out that most Americans, the majority of which have an unfavorable opinion of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Gee, who would have thought? And because we believe in the free market, if you like what we do, well, it's up to you to support it and keep it going. If you don't like it, click the dislike button or don't watch, and that's okay. Let the market decide if I still have a job, and luckily you guys allow me to do it as much as I do for I think now over 15 years. I've been doing this for way too long, guys. 16 years, man. Well, the market has spoken, and the best way to vote is with your dollars, and you can support the work I do and the work I will be doing on wearechange.org/donate in many different ways, whether it's a P.O. box, checking out our affiliate links for VPNs, customized probiotics, collagen, chaga, water filters, supporting us with no money, Cash App, Venmo, cryptocurrencies, $5 a month donations, many different ways you could help us out. And because you do, I am still here, which I extremely appreciate. wearechange.org/donate is the website. It is in the description and in the comment section. Click on it down below to check out the many ways that you could participate with this independent media organization. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but 2020 has been a little bit of a chaotic year, and that chaos seems to be crescendoing with more restrictions and more lockdowns as people are trying to flee major city areas like London, and they're not allowed to. Thousands of trucks are even stuck from transporting goods to and from the United Kingdom. This, of course, will have an adverse effect on the market, especially in places like the supermarket where people depend on these trucks to deliver most of people's goods and food that they consume. And a lot of this is happening mainly because of government. In France, there's even laws proposed that would ban people from using public transport. And here in the United States, any small business is trampled on by fat cat bureaucrats that literally walk around with binoculars, storm small businesses, tax and penalize them to death so they can't exist. Meanwhile, you could still go to Walmart, Costco, or any other big box store since, of course, those executives have friends in the government. You're a small business, you'll get stomped out for not being a part of the multinational large corporations and their buddies, as even tax dollars are being taken away from you and given to these governments to help with relief, and they're absolutely being squandered and wasted. In New York, we are finding out that the comptroller literally wasted $130,000 on food, creating a quasi-restaurant, as of course he shut down all the other restaurants in his community. This great leadership is of course exemplified by head Guito Andrew Cuomo, who right now is planning on bringing back professional football with thousands of spectators, while of course dining is still banned in the state. This is a man that, by the way, was rewarded by the Emmys, wrote a book congratulating himself as he was responsible for the most deaths in the United States as he sent sick patients to nursing homes. And now he has the gall to come out, and of course he's probably only saying this because he has a very guilty conscience, and he's saying that, quote, Santa is going to be very good to him this year because he, quote, worked hard. Of course, the New York City mayor exemplifies working hard as he recently came out and says that out of the main lesson surrounding the entire conholio sickness in 2020 that he's taken away from everything is, quote, the importance of sleep. Oh, who would have thought an admitted communist not liking to work and liking to sleep? Who would have thought that was the reality here? Wow, gee whiz. And of course, these leaders are so great. Santa loves them so much that, of course, New York is leading the nation in population decline, which will most likely cost them some elected officials in the House of Representatives. One of the largest exodus, one of the largest moments of people moving from one place to another is happening not because of a sickness, but because of incompetent government officials that rule with an iron fist. And of course, they are expanding their might with fears of a new mutant strain of a sickness, which now members of law enforcement in New York will start paying individual home visits to individuals coming from the United Kingdom, where we're getting information that there's a new strain of this sickness that is, quote, more transmissible. They are calling this the super strain. The CDC is now predicting huge spikes in mortalities because of this, and I've heard this one before. I do remember in the beginning of all this, we had other reports and calculations and predictions that were absolutely wrong. Now, I'm not saying that these predictions could be wrong. I'm just saying the institution behind them has been wrong before, especially surrounding this very issue. So take that as you may, but the official story of what's going on here is getting complicated, as there's supposedly a new strain of the sickness discovered not just in the United Kingdom, but now also a new, more deadlier strain in South Africa, and even a completely new one in Nigeria. According to the, quote, researchers and experts, they believe that this strain is already here in the United States. Again, believe here is the key word that we need to emphasize, as even some individuals within the CDC are saying that this strain could actually be weaker, specifically mentioning the UK strain when it comes to mortality, but faster when it comes to transmissions. Again, we still don't know much. We're just getting the basic bare information about these alleged mutations, which of course paints a big problem for the overall solution that we've been told is going to save us all from everything, with of course the jab. Since of course if there's a new strain of this sickness, a jab for the previous strain may not work for this one. Again, this is something that we've been saying for months. And one of the reasons we were telling people not to put all of their eggs in one basket and to hope that this jab will, of course, bring us back to normal. Because, in my opinion, it will not. But still, regardless of that, we are seeing the jab being rolled out. As in response to this news, the UK government is increasing their jab efforts to now 2 million people a week. They, of course, are imposing stricter lockdowns. And the situation is so bad, it's so insurmountable, it's so doom and gloom, according to the mainstream media, that we even had the horrible, absolutely distasteful circumstance and situation of TikTok nurse dance videos coming back. Yes, there's more TikTok dancing nurse videos. Good. As if you couldn't be like more. Come on, people. I think if there's one thing to kind of agree on is that this is definitely not the time to do the cringy Macarena or whatever these nurses are doing. As of course, we're getting reports of war zones and hospitals, which again, not the time here. I mean, really, come on. Singapore allegedly reported their first case of this mutant strain inside of their country, as of course they are showing a lack of public confidence surrounding this jab, as of course they are also a country with one of the highest IQs. Just something to correlate there. Even places like China are reporting skepticism surrounding this jab, as of course this is a rushed jab with a lot of serious questions surrounding it, especially with the long-term consequences. It is also awkward and weird that the Pfizer CEO has decided not to take this breakthrough miracle medicine himself, and that he is also selling some stocks of Pfizer. There are reports of some allergic reactions that are allegedly happening at a higher rate than people would expect, according to some medical professionals. And to make the situation that much worse, we have Tony Blair, who is now hinting that he will return to political life and lead the United Kingdom's effort with the Conholio sickness jab efforts. Yes, Tony Blair, one of the main counterparts responsible for the human life lost during the Iraq War, who, by the way, knew that there was no weapons of mass destruction, now literally wants to run the effort that will, quote, better people's health. Yeah, if there ever was a horrible representative for that, it would be Tony Blair. He, of course, is urging the government to accelerate their jab program, as he is, quote, frustrated that not enough people are getting the jab. And again, it's individuals like Tony Blair why people can't have nice things, and why innocent civilians have been involuntarily exterminated. And again, why make one of the most corrupt individuals who is responsible for so much human suffering? How is he getting any serious media attention with his hint at coming back to political life, leading this effort that, of course, many people are rightfully skeptical of. And again, you should be skeptical and you should be making decisions that are right for you based off your own data, based off your own research, based off your own homework, based off the conversations that you have with your medical professionals about what is right for you as an individual. Again, please question everything, be vigilant, because right now it is more important than ever. I hope you guys are enjoying your holidays. I hope you guys have a big family. If you don't, make one. It's pretty easy. Everything pretty much comes together when you do. It's a beautiful thing, and it's one of the main things stopping humanity from being subjugated. A strong family unit. This is why we've been seeing so many efforts to undermine it. But again, I'm espousing more of my personal ideas and opinions here. That's where I stand. Where do you? Let me know down in the comment section below. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, and this is why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org.